What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video with the world's most valuable company, Apple, getting involved with Bitcoin, which could be a massive move for Bitcoin and crypto as a whole, with adoption and everything going forward. There are about a billion people in the world who have iPhones in their pockets for everyday use, and that is just something that could very easily turn into a hardware wallet and a crypto place for people to just carry their crypto with iPhones. And it's actually built pretty good to be able to do something like that. We already know Tim Cook is a supporter of Bitcoin, or at very least owns Bitcoin, because of this interview right here where he straight out says he does.
Do you own crypto? Any Bitcoin or Ethereum? Would you play around with this?
I do. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to own it as a part of a diversified portfolio. And I'm not giving anybody investment advice, by the way.
When did you get interested in it?
I've been interested in it for a while, and I've been researching it and so forth. And so I think it's interesting.
So there we go. Tim Cook thinks it's interesting, owns Bitcoin, owns crypto, and that could lead to the iPhone and Apple being a place of adoption for crypto to happen, and it is a perfect place for it to actually happen. You can see some of these points right here. This is the best business show, one of Pomp's things with he does with his brothers and everything. But this article or whatever he has here talks about, Burton believes the iPhone, which more than a billion people carry in their pockets every day, can alleviate this problem in two ways. The Safari browser extension. So this is obviously what is on the iPhone, what people use to browse the internet in the iPhone. And it's one of crypto's biggest onboarding tools so far is MetaMask, which is a Chrome extension, which has 21 million users. Apple's iOS 15 update made in November provides more browser extension support, and with 54% of mobile traffic in America coming from Safari, there's an opportunity for more crypto iPhone tools. This is already massive. They obviously can just roll out support for these crypto wallets through Safari and extensions, and that will directly affect and allow people to come directly into this crypto atmosphere, Bitcoin atmosphere, everything, and be able to use their phone for crypto stuff. It's very easy onboarding, and 54% is a massive number that they have control of mobile traffic. And the biggest thing here that I think is so important is that the iPhone itself can become a hardware wallet because of how it already operates, and is one of iPhone's biggest features, actually. And you can see here the hardware wallet. The iPhone has a hardware feature called Secure Enclave. It's a subsystem on the iPhone A1 chip that stores information, passcodes, biometric data for sensitive applications like Face ID and Apple Pay. Crucially, iOS is unable to directly access the data. If Apple added an encryption signature known as elliptic curve digital signature, the algorithm, the iPhone could become a secure crypto hardware wallet to hold private keys for digital authentication. So that right there is massive. The iPhone will be able to easily become something that you can store your private keys on, and or just be a hardware wallet that has the private keys, because the information isn't accessed by iOS. It's not accessed by anything. It's stored directly on this device. No one can get into it without using this device. So without using your iPhone, they can't get there. That'd be a huge feature, and obviously very easy to implement, to become a hardware wallet and be able to let people store their own crypto on their phone. That would be massive for a bunch of people. We can see they had new Bitcoin logos for their OS, and this says probably nothing, the meme, but this is their just Bitcoin logos that they have in their OS ready to go. They have the circle fill, square, and the square fill, but these are Bitcoin logos directly ready for whatever they have planned to roll out, if they're planning to roll something out. I don't think Apple would put this into their phones or their OS and not have a plan for it and just kind of have it there. This is unfortunately old news, because you can see 3 years ago this was a thing. Apple's new system or icons for Bitcoin and stuff. But I think that Bitcoin is in a place where it's so much more acceptable to get into this space, so much more not frowned upon. Like before, 3 years ago, if people were talking about Bitcoin, people laughed at you. They didn't want to even hear it. Bankers didn't want to be interested in it. No one had interest in it. There was like a big money firm or something like that. They'd all think it was stupid. But now there's a lot more respect around Bitcoin. It's a lot easier for people to support Bitcoin or talk about it. So I think that maybe Apple has plans to launch something to do with Bitcoin, or make a wallet for your iPhone, or do something with the iPhone, because it's a billion people. They could easily onboard a billion people. And Apple's the most valuable company in the world. They're innovating. They're almost a $3 trillion company. I don't think they would put these symbols in their OS and spend time making them if they didn't have a plan for it. But some recent news we actually do have is Apple working on a project to bring financial services in-house. This is recent stuff, and this is pretty massive. This is directly talking about probably some sort of Bitcoin or crypto thing, because to bring all their financial services in-house, for Apple to become just kind of a do-it-all company, which they've been trying to get into finance with the Apple Card, Apple Pay. They've branched into that kind of segment, and it would not shock me at all to see them bring in a Bitcoin wallet directly on your iPhone, let you store all of your Bitcoin, all of your crypto on your iPhone, and just make it a one-stop shop for everything financially related, where this is literally your bank. You can check out at stores with this. You can use Apple Pay. You have your Apple Card. You have your hardware wallet. This phone would be everything and all you would ever need. And obviously that could expand their market share even more. If a billion people carry the iPhone, maybe they push that to 2 billion and make it so that everyone would rather have an iPhone, because it is something that it just includes everything. And we can see the price of Bitcoin, $45,700 right now. If the world's most valuable company got involved in Bitcoin, obviously the price would go up. People would be very excited about that. But it also opens the doors to every other company in the world, because once the big dogs do something and the people who are massive in the market, once they decide if they're going to go down some route, it makes it very easy for other companies to do the same thing, because usually no one really wants to be first. So that's Apple. We might be seeing some Bitcoin news out of them soon. I would love to see them put Bitcoin on their balance sheet, as well as do all of these different types of things with integrating a hardware wallet, integrating Bitcoin and crypto directly into your phone. I think they're perfectly set up to do it, and it would not shock me if they do have plans to roll something out like that. So we'll see how it all goes. But the world's most valuable company is at least somewhat interested in paying attention to what Bitcoin is doing. But as always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in my next video.